Most of your shots go that way, Dean. You're going to have to start it off more to the left.
Video's ruined. Video's ruined now. Let's do this, partner. Okay. All right. I'm going to do my stupid intro.
Do it.
Nice. That's dope. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Clean Hamster podcast. This is episode 112, and I'm very happy you're back. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And even if you haven't done either of those things, thanks for watching. That's pretty cool. I have a very special guest. This is Nick Green. Nick is not Green. Or Nick is not Dean. Because he's on Dean Hamster's podcast. But his name's Nick Green. He's a really good guy. He's a funny-ass content creator on this goddamn platform called YouTube. And he's actually pretty funny on Twitter, too, which is great. So, Nick, thank you very much for being on my podcast.
Thank you for having me. What an intro, might I add.
Well, you are a talented young man. And I just recently started having talented young men on the podcast. And, like, it's been fun and stuff. But, like, I know, like... You have quite the affiliation with a lot of people that I am good friends with, that I also create content with, and like I thought it'd be a great idea just to chit chat with you on the podcast for about an hour, because that's all people can take of me. And I think, would you say that an hour is like enough of like you as well?
Yeah, I think with Twitch streaming it proves otherwise, but I don't know why there are people who stick around for longer than an hour, because I don't understand how someone would be able to, just listen to me ramble. I don't know what I talk about. I usually forget, but there's some people.
It's interesting because you have like, okay, so like when did you start Twitch streaming? Because would you say Twitch streaming's your main shit, or is YouTube? Because you do both like so much, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's actually fucking crazy.
I'd say YouTube, but Twitch I've been off a little bit more than I used to be, but I definitely would pick YouTube over Twitch at this point in time. Right.
I think like when you did you did a Twitch stream for a full 24 hours. That's correct?
Yeah.
I actually remember out loud being like, this guy is fucking insane. Like, why? I don't know. Like, man, okay, number one, you have to admire the dedication. Number two, why did you, like, what made you want to do that? And number three, like, were you like, was that worth it?
Yeah. I don't remember what number one was, but...
Sorry. I went for... fuck.
I remember people asked me for like the longest time just because of what happened with Ludwig, and like it just became a popular thing to do subathons, and people were like, hey, are you going to do it? And I was like, I could make some extra money. And then I did it, and then I was like, it was really fun, but like compared to the other ways I make money in my life, like it was very much not worth it to make what I did and stay awake for 24 hours and ruin like the next 3 days of my life.
Yeah, you were just up drinking water with a hood on.
Yeah.
Like, hey, so it's hour fucking 18. Thanks. Appreciate the fucking donation or whatever.
Yeah, and I think
that's awesome.
I didn't think it was going to go on for the full 24, because it's like, the more you donate, the longer it goes on until you hit 24. Yeah. And I set the number pretty low of like how much it would donate or how much time it would add per, whatever dollar amount. And like somehow it still ended up getting there. But then even though I set it low, like the number just is not worth it. So if I do it again, it's gonna be like a charity thing or something. Cause like
that'd be awesome.
For myself, it's not worth 24 hours. Maybe if I do it for someone else, it'll feel like. But I want to do another one now that I'm in my own place. And
I would like you to do another one too. I would hop on that. I would come in and out of that for sure. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you okay, wait, also a part of your I know like enough of like your history and like what you've been up to and stuff like that. When you like, so you used to like watch Curtis.
Yeah, I don't anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. I get it.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean,
like, dude, I understand.
I mean, also, I can just hang. We could also, I could like hang out with him. It's not like it's like boy, like, and also he's not the kind of guy. Neither's Jacob. Neither's kind of well, like any of us. It's not like it's like, hey guys, go check out. It's not like I'm gonna send you a link to my new video, or my fucking new podcast or something. I'm just not gonna do that. I'll literally just call you, like, and we can fucking chill. It's fine.
Yeah,
but
no, I still watch everyone's content. I love commentary YouTube, and I was a huge fan of it before. I'm still keeping up with everything now. But yeah, I watched it for a long time
because you like, and then you while you were like watching and enjoying all these dudes who you now like collab with is pretty crazy because like while you were doing that you were grinding with your own shit.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And then you got opportunities to like, collab with people that you've been enjoying and watching for a while. And then like, when did that shift happen where you were like, all right, I'm not even like a fan anymore. These are like my guys. I'm like friends with them.
I don't even know if that shift has even happened yet because it still feels like weird to me because it's like, I started YouTube in like during quarantine in April of 2020, so it's been like a year and a few months, and I didn't even do commentary until January of 2021. It was like my first video this year. I was like, maybe I'll try commentary, and I had I think like 1,000 subscribers. And I was getting maybe like 50 views on a video in a week. It was just like me doing YouTube for 8 months and just like not getting anywhere with it and trying. Right. And I was making videos about like video games and music and stuff, and it was like I was putting a lot of time. I was putting more time into one video than I do now. Not like overall because it wasn't my job, but like in one video I just like put in an amount of time that I don't know why I put in that much time. And then I started doing TikTok, and I would like my strategy was just like make a video a week, and then like make videos about creators to try to catch their eye, and like maybe something will happen. Most of the time it was just like I'll get a few thousand upvotes on their subreddit, but it was never like someone would recognize me and actually like do something about it. And so I made one about Danny, nothing happened. I made one about Curtis, something luckily happened, and then it came back around to Danny, and everything just kind of like worked out. And that was back when I didn't even do commentary still. Like Curtis let me edit a video when I wasn't even editing commentary videos. I don't know. I still don't know why he let me.
Huh. Well, I mean, I do. Yeah, he was looking for editors. That guy's got like all these different lanes that he's in, right? Like he definitely when that happened, what did that feel like when you were like, when you're like, I'm an editor? Am I just going to do this? Or like, what am I?
Yeah. Well, obviously the end goal.
Because you were also uploading a fucking video a day. And I was like, this guy does not, like, I don't know. To be, like, also sidebar, I fucking have no clue. Some people can do it. Some people can't. I found out recently, I can't. Like, I can't find a topic and then do commentary weekly. I can't. I would much rather do this because this is so much more fun and raw and interesting, and it's exactly who I am. Yeah. I felt like I was forcing myself to be someone else while doing that. So I had to like be honest with myself and be like, yo, I'm like lying. Like I can't. Yeah. I feel so like I just don't like the feeling it gives me where I'm like, hey guys, jump cuts, fucking like you know what I mean? I'm just like fuck. But it was interesting to find out that I was like good at it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I still didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I was like, oh, fuck, that's weird to find out that I'm, like, good at something that I don't even like doing.
Yeah.
That's not a bad problem to have.
Yeah, really.
But it's like, you just got to be real with yourself. But, like, you straight up love what you're doing. And, like, you, like, grind like crazy. And that's admirable. And it's cool because, like, when I watched a few of like the first times that you collaborated with like friends of mine, I was like, oh, this guy's like funny. And I was just like, oh man, that's crazy that like you started doing this like pretty goddamn recently. And then and now you've been consistent enough and like you're on your way. Like, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's super cool. Wait, by the way, also, where are you?
I'm in my new apartment, and I mean, I just moved on Wednesday.
What state?
But I'm in Illinois. I
got it.
I'm in the suburbs of Illinois. I live about.
I heard you say TikTok, and I was like, Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually live like 5 minutes from Danny now. He was the one that recommended me this apartment.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And so it's kind of exciting to be closer to some people, and like I'm in between my girlfriend and my family now, and I get to live like alone for the first time ever, which is awesome because I've always wanted to. And you know, it's just crazy that like literally like 6 months ago I just graduated in November, and I was like, I can't do anything with my degree. Like, I know I'm not good enough to get a job with it. I'm editing like here and there for people, but I'm not making anywhere near enough money. I'm probably going to stay home for 2 years and then see what I can do. And now I have a job, and I'm like, what, it's insane. And
because you put in hours. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's nice to see, like, for the first time, seeing something actually like come to work out when I spent so long trying to figure that out. And it took a lot of time, behind the scenes, actually trying to make something like this work. And now I'm just like, I think I'm still in the mode. The reason I work so much is because I'm still in that mode where I'm like just trying to make it work. And I'm like, I got the opportunity that so many people want, and I don't want to like somehow drop that. So I'm just going to make as much stuff as I can and hopefully stay in front of everyone's faces until, I don't know until what,
until you fucking die,
until I explode,
until you're literally like, hey guys, I'm fucking gonna kill myself on Twitch.
No, then they take my partner away from me.
Shut the fuck up, dude. If anyone would be then it will get money. Yeah, you'll also be dead, idiot. No shit. If someone's like, I've been here for a long time, you guys deserve this, I'm done with life. And everyone's like, Jesus Christ, like, that'd be insane.
And that's the way I'll go out in front of everybody. That's the way
you'll go out, with views. That'd be sick.
And like traumatizing thousands of people for years to come.
Just being, or like, man, but I feel like even after, if you did that, which you never would, which, by the way, I'm fucking joking.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
Which, by the way, I'm kidding around, doing a little bit. LOL. The listeners know. This podcast does get fucked up, but it's all good. I feel like there would be people being like, wow, he really loves us. There would be so many people being like, fuck, man, that's real love. Holy shit.
Love.
Damn.
It's like Twitch hearts.
You would be fucking, you would be immortalized for a long time. That'd be great. But like, hey, obviously not gonna happen. I'm fucking joking. So, when did you realize, like, when you were like in elementary school and in high school, were you like a funny guy?
No, I mean, I always wanted to be like the funny person in the group, and I never was ever. And I like don't even think into high school. Like, if I didn't have a person that I was friends with in a high school class, I wouldn't say a word, Right. Same with college. Like, I went to college. I had like 2 friends there. I very much like stay in my house, like work on stuff. College was mostly just like I wanted to do music, and so I would just stay inside and work on music with all the free time I had, and I didn't have any friends there, so I was just like, this is what I'll do. And yeah, I never was very out there with any of that stuff.
Right.
It's easier online, and it's easier even with like a state, like when I perform music, I was able to be outgoing because there were a bunch of people there. But it was like one of those things where like in front of a classroom, I can't even give like a speech to people. But if there's a whole huge amount of people out there, like, I'm totally fine. you know.
Interesting. Yeah, man, it's so weird how like I find sometimes the opposite. Like I love doing stand-up comedy and I love being like in a room full of people, like physically there.
Yeah.
I suck at like sitting in my room and like closing the door and pressing record.
Yeah.
Like I'm always like I'm like, okay, I can do this for like half an hour and then I gotta go for a walk. Like I have to look in people's eyes. I have to like do something. I'm still shy like here and there, but like I need to like see people. I need to like be around people and stuff like that. I need to like experience. I don't know. It's so interesting. Like there's also so much going on in my brain, and like if I can only be by myself for like 3 hours, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go bother people. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta go like call my friends. Dude, it's happened so many times when like Jacob's in the middle of filming a video, or Curtis, and then like they'll put it in the fucking video where like it's like, hang on, I'm getting a call, and it's like, LOL, it's fucking Dean.
Yeah, I think I watched the Curtis's podcast with Jacob where they were like, Dean calls us like all the time.
I do. They're my best friends, and it's not like it's not like I called them like. And then we talk, and then we hang up, and then I call them 20 minutes later for like a new conversation. It's like, yeah, I'll call them like 3 times a day. They might answer one of the 3.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. And they call me too. It's not like they're fucking like. We all call each other, but out of the 3 of us, yeah, I call them the most because I'm down in my basement. My basement apartment, like all by myself all the time, and then I get bored. And I want to chit chat and like get some laughs going and just fucking goof around.
Yeah.
And like, I'm always like, by the way, am I keeping you from anything right now?
Yeah.
And they go, no. And then I'm like, okay, then fucking open season.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm like, but be fucking honest with me. And they are. They're always like, yeah, I should probably get back to doing that thing. And I'm like, go for it. Love you, bye. And then hang up. Like but I love when they're like, But it happens enough that yes, it gets caught on camera. Like
Yeah.
it's been caught, like it's been fucking documented when they're like, look guess who's fucking calling, and they put the phone up to the and I'm like, oh shit, man, it makes me look like such a needy bastard.
That's good though. It's like the opposite of how I am.
You gotta talk to your friends, man. You gotta call the people you love daily. Yeah. Like you just have to do that. Do you have like, what do you do like when you're not fucking always recording shit? Like what do you do? Like I know you love music and you make music, but like besides
even
that,
music,
like, what do you do?
I haven't had time to do a lot lately. Like the EP we put out, I wrote everything in like a week and then kind of handed it off.
Good, by the way.
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like even found myself playing video games like barely ever, and I just realized like since I like doing what I do, it's like what I'll do from when I wake up to when I go to bed. It's like
right.
And now with everything growing, it's like there's always something to like do, and it's like I would rather why am I sitting here playing a video game by myself if I could stream it? And then I end up streaming it, and then I like hate it because no one cares. Because Twitch is the worst platform for anything other than playing Minecraft and doing commentary, but live, And I realized that, and Twitch was like always my dream. Twitch was the thing that I wanted even more than YouTube when I was in college. I was like, if I could have any job, it'd just be to be a Twitch streamer. And then I actually can do it now, and like I'm like, guys, here's this awesome like game that is so inventive and like state of the art. Like this is a beautiful game put together. You guys want to watch this? Everyone's like, Minecraft, watch this reality TV show on YouTube. And I'm like, but I want to play this cool game. Yeah. That's all I've wanted to do ever. And then I play the cool game because everyone's like, no, we want to see what you want to do. Like we care about what you want to do. If you're having fun, I'm like, that's really nice. Let me play the game. Of course. Everyone leaves. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Like
everyone is so good. Okay. Here we go.
Rant time.
Everyone is so good at being like, no, don't worry. Like, take time for yourself. Like, make sure you like what you're doing. But then, also the same people are always like, can you do this again?
Yeah.
Can you make sure? Can you? And you're like, wow, what am I? A fucking jukebox? Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm trying to figure stuff out daily, and like you just told me that you take all the time you need, but then you're like, why am I still feeling rushed all the time?
I know.
That happens all the time on the internet. It's crazy.
I take 2 seconds to do something on Twitch and everyone's like, what's going on? They're like, take the time you need, but what?
But come back.
Yeah, and then they're like, can we play Jackbox? And I'm like, for the 10,000th time, I do not like playing Jackbox.
I don't want to play that either. I played it with my family, not even on a fucking stream, just in a basement on like Christmas, and I'm just like, fuck this game.
I like
so
it.
annoying.
I like it with the right crowd of people, like friends I can mess around with and stuff. Like even maybe on stream it'd be fun with like other commentary people, but with people in chat who I can't talk to, and then I'm sitting here and I'm trying to talk to chat while also like saying these answers and trying to pretend to find them funny.
Yeah, you're
I'm
hosting a game.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not here to be a game show host because then I can't focus on the chat, and then I'm talking to here and and I end up just talking to the chat, and then no one's listening to the game, and it's just like kind of in the background. And I'm like, what are we doing, guys? And every time people still ask for it, and I'm like, and then every time I decide to like try it out again, I'm like, all right, maybe this will be fun. Maybe I'll have people on voice chat. Never ends up being fun. And then I'm like waiting for the game to end, and I'm like, but hey, isn't that the,
hey, man, I love what I fucking do.
Isn't that the best case scenario of like the worst part of a job that you have is to sit through a video game? Like that's what a complaint to have.
I know, man, there's so many things, right? Like every time that I find myself complaining about some bullshit that has to do with like the internet, which I do often, but also because the internet has made me feel like the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth before.
Yeah.
That I'm like, wow, like it is, dude. Here it is, hot take. Being canceled or getting in like heat on the internet is like such a first world problem.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Like it's crazy how it's like how like that's like it's not bad. It like in like a certain realm, it's awful. It's only awful for like the person. Yeah. But like it's just such a fucking it's like, wow, you got to a point where you were canceled? Jesus. Huh. Yeah. And then it's like almost for a split, obviously like depending on what you fucking are canceled for or in trouble for, you know, all these different things vary, but like some people almost make you feel like cool. Some people almost make you feel like, but then like even in your own head, you're like, wow, am I really, do people really give a fuck about me this much? Damn, like this is insane. And like it's just so and then like and then like you're complaining about it, and then like someone else just for perspective is like, well, I have a funeral to go to, and you're like, fuck. True.
Yeah.
What I'm going through is really not that serious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like,
but will it ever stop being the most stressful thing in the world? As much as
oh my god, it is the most stressful thing in the world.
As dumb as it is.
Yeah. Even when like I bet you go through this sometimes too. It's like, sure, whatever. We've all said some like dumb bullshit in the past, and it's like, fuck, oh shit, swing and a miss. I'm gonna live with that and just keep going and keep doing my thing. And then like, still, when you like open Twitter and your shit is like, if anything says 99 plus anywhere, I'm like, fucking what?
Yeah.
What is it? Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then you go back, and then you're like, oh, okay, we're good. It's just, it's good. One of my videos is doing well or something.
No, that happens to me. I'll hit the like Twitter thing and like a bunch of replies will float up, and I'll like have a mini heart attack and be like, something just happened. Or if like I get into, you know, I commonly, you know, normally get into very like lighthearted beef with stands on Twitter, just as a joke now. And like someone will reply to one of those people, and it'll be like someone I personally like know from my chat, and they'll be saying something really nasty, and I'll think it's from me for a second, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do to make this person who I like entertaining get pissed off at me? And then I'm like, oh Jesus, okay.
Oh my god, man. I know, man. I remember when you were like, oh wait, so you haven't listened to Drake's new album, by the way?
No, not yet. But I kind of want to do it on stream because I always goof on him, and I've never listened to a Drake album before, and so
interesting.
I know.
Wait, what?
I know, and I'm a very big hip hop fan, and I have been maybe since like I got into college or something. So it's only in college. It's only been what, like
Snapchat,
like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, okay.
Fucking Illinois, man. Holy shit.
What do you want me to do, huh?
Oh my god. Crack my back.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
Okay. Yeah, it's so stupid.
But you know, for some reason I just have never got like gotten into one of his albums, him or J. Cole.
That's so
I think.
interesting. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And
Okay, wait. So also, I found out. Wait, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna say much more. I was just gonna say like, and I listened to like a lot of hip hop artists, but I just for them to even J. Cole, I've listened to like, I love Dreamville and I love everyone in it, but just him for some reason, it just never was like, I never got into him, and I've listened to like the Dreamville albums and like all of his features on stuff, and I always like them, and then I'm like, there's just so much there that I'm like, I don't know what to even do. Like, I'm gonna be there for his next album, but I don't know. I'm just for now. I actually did listen to J. Cole's newest whatever that was mixtape.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, the off season. Yeah, it was good. I think music is fucking amazing. I think like also when you started doing music, actually like when did you realize? When were you first like I can sing or like I can, you know what I mean? Like when did that happen? I still always say it, and it sounds like I'm just like, guys, come on, I can't sing, but like I just don't like. I use a lot of effects because I'm so scared of. Singing's just such a thing where like you have control over it, but like it just messes up so much that I can't be that consistent as so many people are. Yeah.
And so like I started doing it in high school, and performing with one of my friends, and then we went to college for music to try to make it work. And I very quickly realized while I was at a school where everyone did music that music was never going to be my job. I was just like, I'm not good enough to do it, and I will do it for fun, and I will continue to do it as a hobby. But making music is something that like there are so many people out there that are just born to do it and work so hard at it, and like I'm just not that person. And I've been lucky to be able to collaborate with people who I think are like amazing musicians who are going to help me be able to continue to make music. But it's just I still like doing it, but it's just I know it's it's like a tough thing to be like really good at.
Do you think that you would like? Do you think that if you were to really go for it, you would have to drop everything else? To really dive in and like get, you know what I mean?
I think so. I want to, perform again at some point because I loved performing music. Like I love the idea of getting like a band together and doing like small shows once I get settled with YouTube and everything for a few years. But like to really dive into music, I feel like you just have to have like much time to make, because I'm able to be in the position where I can make a few songs in a week that I really like and make it work, but I'll have months where I just like cannot do anything. Like I can't make like a single song. Yeah. So I'm just like, you can't keep outputting music if you're not able to like have the time to just work on it all day, basically, Right.
Well, fuck. I mean, I don't like it. Still like making music and shit blows my mind, dude. I remember I used to actually, for real. This is fucked. It's another sidebar story, just so I can look in the fucking camera again. I think Jacob Jacob was my roommate for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you know Jacob. And fucking cancer guy. He that's not his full identity. It's not. There's way more to him than the fact that he beat brain cancer. But like he used to, I know he still does. He makes his own music. He makes his intro and outro music, and he does a lot of stuff. And he used to make a lot of beats like on Ableton and stuff at the old apartment that we used to have, and this one. And I remember there was like a good month where like we tried to like, we kept talking about it. I think we really went in on it for like a day and then gave up. But we were like, we should make a mixtape. Like, and he was like, do you have raps? And I straight up was like, yes, I'll write a ton of raps and like rap on these beats. And like we could release it. And we were like for real serious. And then we like tried it for one day and we were like, this is gonna be fucking bad. This is not good. Like this is not fucking good. And then we just like made sketches instead. Like all three. Like it was so fucking stupid. I remember when I was in also, it's so crazy how like all this come together, and like and it's great that I get to like meet people like you, and you know, like I met, like I'm closer with Jake now too. Mm-hmm. And hey Jake, hope you're doing well. Your video was great, by the way. It was fucking so good, right? Yeah, I was dude, I'm so jealous when a 20-year-old is just way fucking more he's so well spoken, and I'm like, I'll never be able to speak like that. ever in my life. Like there's just I can't do it. I'm just a dummy. But anyway, when Curtis and Jacob and I first became best friends in like first or second year of, actually they hated me when they first met me, but
Oh my god.
I was like 17 years old. They were both like 19, and they were both and recording again. Fuck. That means it's been 30 minutes. Thank God. Okay, so nice. When Curtis and Jacob first met me, they didn't like me because I was like fresh out of high school, right into college. I was still 17. They were both 19. They and they always have been more like level-headed than me. And I was just stoked because I was like, I'm living in residence. I'm gonna fuck everything. I'm gonna get so fucking drunk because high school was annoying. And now I'm here. I'm starting to figure out my hair. My braces are off. You know what I mean? Like I was just like I was like, okay, time to reinvent. Let's do this. And it was so crazy because I was like, and I'm in the comedy program. I'm fucking funny. And then I realized I was like, oh shit, I'm just annoying. I should just like listen for a year. I should just listen for a full year while these people actually do things. And like, but they still were like really nice to me throughout like the back half of first year of college. That's when we started to become really tight. And this is a crazy story. I may as well just tell this here. It was the first time Curtis and I ever hung out one-on-one in 2013, I think. He picked me. He lived in a house like in like the east end of the city, and he had like one of his parents' cars, and he picked me up in front of our residence building, and he was like, "I have a show in the east end. Can you you can come and like can you film my set and we'll hang out, whatever." And it was sick and it was super fun, and we got to know each other better, and like we were laughing at shit. And we had like a lot of similar interests and stuff. And I was a child, like it was so weird. Because I was like, oh, fuck, I'm making, like, an adult friend, even though he was a year older than me. Like, it just felt super strange. Like, it was just, like, better. Because, like, we're driving through a city we're both new to and all that shit. And we get to this shitty bar, and he had, like, a whole 10-minute set prepared at this open mic. And he was trying out a new joke. And he was like, all right, just film my set. And the host introduced him. And he hands me his phone. But I didn't know that this motherfucker had already pressed record for me. So I press it, like again, which means it stops recording, and I just hold it up like this, and it's filming, and I'm not even looking, because usually the numbers are going, it's like 1, 2, like, and I'm not even looking at that, I'm just holding it like this while just watching and enjoying my friend do stand-up comedy. And then like 8 minutes go by, and then out of the corner of my eye, I don't see any numbers moving on the screen of his phone, and I'm like, did this motherfucker press record for me? And then I pressed it to make it stop. Oh, and then, dude, he's like, thank you guys, that's my time. And I was like, oh, like, I had like one job. Like, died inside. And then he goes, hey, how was it? And I was like, that was really good. There's a problem with your phone though. And he was like, what? And I was like, did you press record for me? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, why? And he goes, cause I wanted to record. And I was like, yeah, but no one does that ever. I was like, literally record. No one. And he goes, did you press it? And I was like, yeah, I pressed it again. And then and I was like, dude, I was just holding. I didn't look at the screen for 8 minutes. If someone was behind me, probably just watching me hold up just an open camera that isn't recording, like a fucking idiot. And he's like mad at me, and I'm like mad at him. So we're both just like, I was like, why would you do that? And he goes like, cause, and I was like, okay. And he was like, and I was like, okay, I get it. I did fuck up, but you did also. And he was just like, no, but fuck, man. And he was like, but like we weren't best friends yet. So like he was still like, it's okay, man. It's okay. No, it's fine. Just like but I was like, no, I know you're mad, dude. It's fine. Like, I get it. You picked me up. I fucking had one job and I didn't do it. But you need to take a little bit of responsibility and understand that also this is your fault for sure. And he was like, funny. Okay, I know that is. And I was like, dude, literally no one does that. No one goes, record this and presses it. You let me know when to start. Or like I should, like, fuck, dude. It was so goddamn embarrassing. And I remember actually thinking, I was like, will not be surprised if this motherfucker never wants to hang out with me again. But I remember like the next day in class, he was just like, fuck, man, like that was funny. And I was like, oh, it was. Cause like he's so smart and like so balanced and level headed that he was like, what was I going to do with that recording of that fucking set anyway? Like it was like the first time he was trying out a couple jokes. There was like 7 people in the audience. So it's just like, he was like, what the fuck was I going to do with that video? And who cares? We still had fun. Doesn't matter. But once in a while I'll be like, man, did you do that once before that? Like in any other situation, did you go, hey, record this and press the button for anyone? And he goes, no. And I was like, why was that the first fucking time you did that? I was so pissed off. And still it's like, dude, Dean, you had one job. And I was like, man, but you also fucked up so hard. And it's the funniest thing because that was literally the first time him and I ever hung out one-on-one. It was crazy funny. It was and the first time Jacob and I ever hung out one-on-one, we walked to the liquor store together, and I was like, if I give you cash, can you buy me a bottle of Sailor Jerry's? He was like, sure, man. I wasn't of age yet. He was just like, this kid's fucking crazy. Oh, man. It was so nuts. And like we did roasts and shit, man. Like in our comedy program, we would like hold roasts, and like that's when we'd all get together and write jokes and stuff like that. Dude, there was a period of time in like a year where like Curtis, Jacob, and I would like smoke cigarettes together.
Dude, that's like the stuff that like I as like a sad inside like introverted person who went to like a college that wasn't.
Sorry, what school, by the way? What school?
Belmont University in Nashville. It's like this private like music kind of school in Tennessee where like everyone is the guy who brings their acoustic guitar out on the lawn.
Right.
And every girl sings, whether or not you're, a business major or a music major or whatever, you sing. And it sucks. Like everyone there is the same, and it was not you. If you went there, you either hated the school or you were like in love with the school.
Okay, you
so never
like,
were like
you had to be like that person to fit in there.
Yeah.
You had to be like the person who was like, let's just start a circle or like whatever. Like you had to be like that, and you were not.
And I wasn't. No. And I'm not good at making friends. The only friends I had in high school were when I like did sports for a couple of years and was able to like be forced to be friends with some people.
Yeah.
And like
it's so weird that spending time with people, you're just like suddenly friends.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in it. Yeah. If you're like on a bus with someone for long enough, you're like friends, I guess. Okay.
And I didn't have that in college. And so I was just like, my only friend was the guy who I went to high school with, who came to school with me and roomed with me. And then I made, one other friend, a couple other friends with the people I lived with a few years later. But I just like didn't have that. Yeah. Like I never had any of the college stuff that everyone, I didn't go to a party. I just stayed in my dorm and worked on stuff that I wanted to work on.
I do romanticize that though. For real. Like, I mean, a lot of people do. A lot of people love romanticizing the idea of just fucking like zoning in on something and like staying home. Like everyone loves flexing that. Everyone loves being like, no, I'm not going out with none of you fucking people. Like I'm inside, I'm working while you're partying. Like it's like, okay, cool. I did what I did, and like I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm happy on like the trajectory I'm on. But like I did wish I was like a little more well, like I've never been well focused. I'm fucking famously ridden with ADHD, but it's just like I need like I like people and stuff like that. I wish though I was like responsible and like had the work ethic to like be like, no, I'm staying in here and I'm fucking locking down and I'm gonna write something or I'm gonna work on something. I can only do it for like a certain amount of hours until I have to go for a goddamn hour-long walk. So
you can't
time
just do
alone
that
is
forever.
super important. Like you have to learn to. I've said this before, and this is a direct quote from fucking me, the smartest guy on the fucking internet. You have to be able to enjoy your own company before you enjoy anybody else's. Like you have to be able to be comfortable hanging out by yourself and enjoy your own thoughts. But I even struggle with that sometimes. But there are other days where I'm just like, man, I fucking don't want to. I'm fine not being checked in on or checking in on anyone else. I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm gonna sit and think about funny shit, or I'm gonna make something to eat and just like be leveled, do some laundry, like just be a person.
Yeah.
And like there's still so many times where I'm like I feel like that fucking kid like in college where I'm just like, I don't know, man, I'm just doing whatever everyone else is doing. Like there's so many times where I feel like that. But I don't feel anymore like I'm stagnant. I do feel like I'm moving forward, which is great. I haven't done anything, and I'm sure you feel the same. Like I haven't done anything where I'm like, oh fuck, I'm walking backwards. Like I'm not doing that. There's no chance of doing that. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and I think that's a good feeling to have, because it feels a lot like before you find your footing, you have to like do that a couple times to make sure, you can become, whatever your term of success is, I guess, like whatever your definition is. And like, I don't know, moving in by myself is something that like, I've never had this amount of like, even when I lived with someone else, it was like, you had someone to hang out with every night. And now it's just like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And like part of that is me needing to teach myself how to not just like sit at my desk and, just work all day. I have to like walk outside every once in a while.
Do you have like a core group of
But
friends?
I think it's going to be good for me. Yeah, I mean, most of them, it's like we all just graduated and everyone got a job and everyone's moving across the country. And so like I have my friends from high school, but mostly like the only time I make plans is just when I hang out with my girlfriend. And that's like, it's a good like anchor to have to like stop working and have a day where I'm just like, okay, this is like, I'm not going to sit at my desk. Cause if I didn't have that, then I feel like I would just, want to every day just like put something out and like constantly get myself to do stuff. And that's not like as much as I want to do it, because I feel like I have to succeed, like, keep the numbers going. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know what everyone's always like, you hit this benchmark and then you want to hit the next one. And it's like very true, because I don't know what, I always was like, if I have this many people, like I'm comfortable and I'm fine. But then, you get there and I'm like, now I have to be honest with myself and say that I want that number to go up.
Huh.
And
I still think like even one day, like having 1 million followers, or like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, that seems stressful, but if you can, but you never know until you have something, until you can handle it or not, whatever. But like, and anytime, man, Jacob and I this morning, we were like, dude, imagine having fucking 80 million Instagram followers. Oh my God. And under all your pictures, it's just some bot being like, help, I can't keep my clothes on. Click my bio. And you're like, dude, what the fuck's going on? Like, or it's like, please, no one recognizes, dude, the comments that are like, please, no one recognizes my rap talents. Tell me I'm not top 5 or some shit. It's so annoying. By the way, you texting?
And
am I fucking keeping you, bro?
No, you're not keeping me.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Are you busy?
No,
that's cool. No, dude,
no,
type. I'm on some fucking assholes podcast right now. Should be done soon. Pretty fucking underwhelming experience. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's
I don't know, man.
about
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck this
something,
guy's saying. He swears a lot, and I don't think he's that educated.
I don't think he has much of an education.
This guy did 2 years of basically post-secondary drama and thinks he's the funniest cat in the world. Oh my God, dude. Whatever, man. I get to do stand-up comedy again. We're all good. We're doing our shit. The podcast is fucking fun. Your videos are great. Your fucking editing is crazy.
You.
Also, that's another thing. I learned how to edit this year. For real. I learned how to edit this fucking year. And it was the most, I was like, oh, fuck. Wow, what happened in the past year and a half? Shit year, but I did learn a new skill. That's a really good feeling that people always forget about. Straight up just learning a new skill. You're like, I did not have that. And there was a point where I never thought I'd be able to do that. And then I did it. Cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to look at yourself in the mirror and go, I got a good head on my shoulders. I'm actually pretty goddamn smart.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sometimes
you
do
gotta
have
look
to
in
do
the
that.
mirror,
It
man.
doesn't happen
yeah, exactly.
often.
Sometimes
but
you literally just gotta be like, you know what? I'm pretty fucking talented. And then gas
Yeah.
yourself up.
I think everyone needs to do that a
sure.
little bit more.
Have you ever once okay, what do you think? This is a good question.
That's a great. You're a great host.
This is a really good
This is a
question.
good question.
So
let me make sure you know
fucking
it's a good
ears up.
question.
Yeah, well.
So get ready.
Strap in. So, what do you think is the cringiest thing you've done on the internet?
Oh Lord.
Like where you're like, I don't know about that. Fuck.
Okay, cringiest thing on the internet. Well, in high school, I was like super into 21 Pilots. Like that was my thing.
Okay. End of story.
And like this, yeah. And the stuff I did, like as what you would now call a stan, right. God forbid, that's what you would consider me, which back then was called a fan. And I had a Twitter account dedicated to them where I had like 10,000 followers. I had like it was called 21 Polls. We did polls.
Like, okay, so you were a legitimate, like, all right, this is my brand. My brand is being a fan of this.
This is like,
right.
Yeah. And I made like, trying to think of what else I did. The Nick is Not Green channel, originally I had like, it was like my trash can channel where I just like threw like fan edits for them on it and like meme videos I would make.
Also,
so that account was made.
Let's keep talking about that. What people's main channels for sure used to be, because they've had them since, you know, like they've been around a while. Like yours used to be edits for like
different things. I made it in like September of 2016, and my first actual Nick is Not Green video was made in April of 2020. So it was like 4 years later. And my first videos were like fan edits, and I had like, do you remember that guy who was on BBC who did like the freestyling Roadman Shaq? He was like Big Shaq.
Yes.
He was like a meme rapper guy. He had this character. Yeah, I like made it like one of those like you know what, I don't know what you would call them, like those edits where it's just like edited to be really like goofy and awkward. Like I know
the exact fucking videos.
Like YouTube poop.
I know the
Yeah, I forgot.
I know the exact videos. Curtis showed me those years ago. Like all those interviews, or like the one where Jeezy can't stop sniffing. Yeah, like we're in like the fucking harsh, like all the cuts are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. So you made one of those?
And that's how I learned initially to edit, because I would like do that stuff and I learned how to track and all that. And then my sophomore year of college, so like a few years later, I wanted to start a YouTube channel where I did like music essays. You know, you've seen those where it's like no face cam. You're just like, it's just
I love those
slides
videos. Yeah.
and you're, you know, but I just would do them, but like not good, you know, like I had no research or anything. I was like, I
Nick
like
is
this
not
song.
good.
And I made 2 of them, and then I made 2 of them, and I got bored because they're boring to make.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's good if you're good at it, then you make an amazing piece of art that people actually learn from. But if you're stupid like me, you just have to, you know, try to talk about something that exists. And so it's like that didn't work. And so then I put those on private, and then I was like, I can't keep making YouTube channels. I have like 5 different Google accounts because I would just make things. So I was like, I'm just going to repurpose this. So my email for YouTube is still, I think it's 21mashups@gmail.com is my actual YouTube connected email. Like it's not my business email, but it's like the one that I have to sign into to like get to my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that's embarrassing.
So yeah, you got you know, that's one. Yeah. That's something. I don't know if you have one.
Well, I don't know. People could probably fucking guess. Like it's just, cringiest thing I've done on the internet. Man, it's tough. Like I have old tweets that are cringy, but I also have old tweets that are like offensive, and like, but also I think like there's so like, what my YouTube channel used to be. Now this is bad. Like I used to make YouTube videos when I was in like 6th and 7th grade. Like in 2006, 2007, and 2008, dude. Like I was like I would literally go, hey guys, like I would do what the fuck we do now pretty much, but like without puberty, and just sitting wearing like a fucking Billabong sweater like in my bedroom with like fucking posters, like skateboarding posters behind me and shit. I'd be like, hey guys, we're gonna talk about fucking blah, and like just be so lame. And it's like the shit. I was filmed it on like the shittiest digital camera from like, which was the best camera at the time, but like did not look good. Yeah,
those
exactly.
flip cams.
And I made like little sketches and stuff. Dude, there was a time where I for real copied like 2 of Bo Burnham's videos, like shot for shot. I was in like 6th grade, and I was like, I'm just gonna like redo that and make it like mine. Like,
wow.
Why the what the fuck? Like, do you remember like his early shit, like where he would make like a day in the life, like that type of video? Like I was like, I'm gonna make my own, and I straight up stole some of like the jokes that he fucking was saying in those videos, and like remade them in my house with me though. Like it was so embarrassing. And I remember like YouTube in like 2006 was just like, it felt like only 100 people were on it. It was very weird. But I remember people commenting me like, bro, you literally just stole like Bo Burnham's fucking day in the life video. And I deleted it. I was like embarrassed, and I deleted it. And I was like, oh, I thought it was funny because I did it. Oh my gosh. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? That was so fucking stupid, man. I was such a piece of shit. I was such a weird kid. But like my this is bad. My username, dude. Okay, here we go. I've never admitted this on the fucking Clean Hamster podcast before, but my username was Dawrra, Fordara. And I remember being like, I loved South Park at the time, and like that's the way like the Asian character would like say $4. And I made that like my shut up, man.
I can't believe you typed it out phonetically. That's like
I
so
know,
awful.
dude. I literally I was fucking 11.
DAWR.
Yeah, I did.
I
did. I was 11. All right, I was 11. I was 11 and no one ever pulled me by the collar and went, here are the list of things you can't fucking do. No one had done that. I was 11. Okay?
The one joke you decided to like make your identity is just
I'm not lying. I'm not lying though. It's still there. Like I've taken
oh my gosh.
Like I've just copied the URL from my channel, and then I've pasted it, and it says like youtube.com/word, and I'm like, why is it fucking still there? Like it literally is still there. So like I think here, try to find it. If you can. It's bad, dude. It's bad. I was so embarrassed by it.
I didn't realize it was your same channel and not your. It literally just goes to the Team Hamster channel.
Oh fuck!
It pops. That's so funny. The way it just links, and it's this like this adult man.
Okay, but it's true. Like, there's no like. It's the only thing. Yeah, it's just like there. Like what? Like you just type that, but then there's no results that say that again. It's just my fucking name.
Yeah, there's nothing else. It's literally just your account. That's the same thing that like happened to, I think Jarvis, his thing used to be like
I'm sure it was something not as like fucking offensive and stupid as mine.
It wasn't offensive. It was, but like it still links to his thing, and I guess the link still works.
Yeah, the link is like still there, dude. I made that account. I made that account in 2005.
And there's just nothing you can do about it.
I remember my brother was like, your thing still is Fordara. And I was like, what?
You're like, oh my God.
And he's like, yeah, like, but isn't, I was like, when did you change? Like, and I was like, fucking a while ago. Like, I made it my name, like, in fucking 9th grade. I was like, okay, I'm done with that. Yeah. It's not even a joke. It's just stupid and, like, fucking offensive. And, like, dude. I just made that my YouTube channel name in 2005, and I was like uploading videos on it in like 06, 07, 08. Holy shit, man. Like it was. And then I was
That's like the best name you could have chosen. Like, there's no other joke that could have.
I don't know why I thought
from South Park that would have been worse than that. Maybe I don't
think so, man. Because the way that they depict Asians, it's like, Jesus Christ, guys, holy shit. You're like, fucking take it easy. And as a 10 or 11-year-old, I was like, that is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life.
He said it, but weird.
What? Like, no, I was just, man, that's the other thing, too. I had too much alone time at that age to, like, sit at the desktop computer in our family room and be like, what should I make my YouTube channel? Oh, I know. And just stuck with that. Like, come on, man. Oh, my gosh. Dude, actually, to be honest, I don't think I've ever told anyone that. I don't even think, like, my best friends know. Well, actually, no, I think I may have. But, like, that just popped back into my head, like, oh, it's still there. Because, like, every time I post a link, I put it under my videos on the podcast channel. And I'm like, sometimes it says forward. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
It's kind of just like haunting you, but like there's nothing you can do about it.
It's a dumb thing that I did when I was 10 or 11. Like, whatever. I don't still demonstrate that behavior, obviously. So it's
someone's gonna be like, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of problematic.
For sure is fucking bad. But like, being a man, wow. I was a kid in 2005, 2006, and just had so much access to like shows I probably shouldn't have been watching, and they influenced me in bad ways, man. Wow, it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was also loving life, but like, because you know when you're like doing something you know you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's the best feeling in the world when you're a child.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
it's
I was
amazing.
like, but I actually remember like making that name, and being like, my friend Jackson, who was in my grade, I was like, he'll love this. I actually remember him being like, he's going to be like, oh, cool. Like, that's hilarious.
This one's going to be for Jackson, my whole YouTube
who's
name.
Just not my friend anymore at all. Fucking weird. Anyway, that's Jesus Christ. It's been an hour. That's whatever. That was fun.
Yeah.
I also got a shit and piss. When do you, dude, what do you got? Hey, Nick, this camera. Tell the people what you got going on in your life, man.
Yeah, I'm,
boring. Boo. Deliver.
I'm moving. I just want my, speaking of deliver, I need my desk to deliver so I can do some actual work.
What do you do? Like, wait, so, by the way, Nick has his own YouTube channel. I'm sure you already know that because you clicked on this fucking video. Like, what days do you upload?
Every Monday on the main channel, whenever I want on the second channel,
dude,
I
no
guess.
Rules. Second channels.
No
channel,
rules over
fucking
there.
Unhinged, okay? Fuck.
Yeah. Once I get everything set up, I'm gonna try to do something every day, but
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that's always
a good idea.
really work yourself into the ground. That's a really good idea, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, it's gonna be awesome.
You did it, and you've proven yourself that you can upload a fucking 10-minute commentary video every single day, which blows my mind. But I want to thank you for being on the podcast, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me,
buddy. We'll find a game. We'll stream sometime. I think soon enough I'm gonna have you and Jake on the podcast.
That would be really fun.
Because like there's just something about goofy dudes who are so good with computers who have glasses that I don't know. I'm just like, these guys are funny. Whatever. You guys are funny. You're a funny guy. It. Buddy, anytime. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, go check out Nick's shit, man. He's got good stuff going on.
Thank you.
I'll put links down. I'll put links downstairs. How's that sound?
Put the links downstairs.
I'll put the links downstairs, okay? And smash, like, fuck the shit out of that like and subscribe button. Like, just rock its world. You know what I mean?
Show it a good night.
Yeah. Give it the run around. Bark up that tree. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.